Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we are looking at Markus Rühl and Nicholas Walker, two of the biggest studs you're ever going to see on the bodybuilding stage. This is a fan request from you guys. You guys voted on this one, 55%. Wow, that's overwhelming. You want to see those other ones? Dorian Yates, 6 weeks out versus Ronnie Coleman, 99? I think he would outsize him. That would be interesting. Get this video up to 400 likes. We will do the rest of those. But on with this one. You guys wanted to see this one. Look at the midsections. Interestingly enough, Rühl, he has a smaller midsection. It's about 4 times as wide as Nick. Looks like a blowout situation. Of course, you look at the shape of the quads, things of that nature. Nick, and we haven't seen the back. There's a possibility that Nick could beat Markus Rühl, right? Now, the original request was for the 2002, here's the front double, by the way, the 2002 Night of Champions, and that's what this picture is of Markus Rühl. These pictures are unusable, guys. They have a photoshopped quality of them, yes, first of all, and second of all, it's tilted thusly, and it's angled downward. That's 3 strikes. That's why you don't see too many comparisons featuring the 02 Night of Champions Markus Rühl. Now we are going to use other versions. This is 2006 Olympia, and he was pretty good. That front relaxed was from 04. And if possible, I do use 2004 Olympia. Now the midsection here, Nick Walker a little tighter, I think, as far as the abs are concerned. Overall, hey, Markus Rühl, not a bad V-taper, not a bad V-taper at all. Look at the size of the biceps. 4 of the largest biceps in any one-on-one comparison that you're ever going to see, including Arnold Schwarzenegger. Guys like that, I mean, Nick Walker, Markus Rühl, some of the best bicep development, bodybuilding history. Lee Priest definitely would be in that group as well. I don't know, guys. Here's the front lat spread. Seems to be a blanket situation where Rühl is the largest blanket. He's like an unzipped sleeping bag. And look at the detail of the guy. And this is 06. His chest started to separate. They were not getting along as pecs. Pecs oftentimes they don't get along. And they get separations. Darn near get a divorce by now, I'm sure. Nick, he looks, as Louis Marco would say, proper. He's proper in the front lat spread. Not bad at all. When you consider how not proper he did look in that front lat spread prior to this. But still, Rühl is just grainy granite piles of raw bone. Raw bone. Here's the side chest, and what a chest it is for Rühl. He's not bowing it out. And I guess if I had that type of meat, I probably wouldn't either. He's showing us exactly how much meat he has on those pecs. And it's probably, if you lop that off, you lop that breast meat off, Rühl, probably the heaviest. Arnold would be up there. He's got a big folded mattress too, up on top of his sternum. I mean, this is unbelievable. Huge big arm too. Rühl is just dominating all over Nick Walker. Nick, look at his forearms. Love Nick Walker's forearms in the side chest. Nick Walker probably can't stand me. Hates my voice, doesn't like it at all. But I'm sure he always appreciates when I compliment him on those forearms. Don't you, Nick? Why don't you calm down? Here is the side tricep, and Gunther has that guilty face. Like he was into the cookie jar, nipping away, and his mother caught him. Of course, I mean, he was a big kid, so she really couldn't do much about it. Gunther, are you into the cookies? Yes, Mom, but I can twist things with my power, so you cannot stop me, and Da is away working in the mines, so I am free to eat. Yeah, he was just free to eat cookies. Good thing his mom put protein powder in those cookies. Why he got so huge? Still has that guilty face. Nick, I'd give him the side try, due to the midsection. probably about it. So Nick is getting bullied around. Turn around. Rear lat spread. And it looks like Markus Rühl has not bad condition. He is separated in those hammies, for sure. Doesn't have the crispy glutes. Does that matter? Well, Nick overall is much tighter conditioned. He's just grainier, more popcornery, fartery, dry, things of that nature. Rühl is as big as a house, but should be wider. If you lopped off the back meat, and I know there's a lot of lopping of meat here, but if you were to cut that back off, Nick's probably about the same size, maybe even bigger. A little bit of a sort of little divot there. The right lat, the outer right lat of Markus Rühl. No matter. Now here, just for a reference, here's 2002 Olympia, which was not a bad version of Rühl, and you can see right out of the chute, it's a little softer in the hams, glutes, situation. And even then in the 2002 Night of Champions, guys, he wasn't crispy. He just wasn't. Here's the rear double. And this is 2004. Condition was probably pretty good, among the very best for Rühl. Look at his hair here. It looks like the Adventures of Tintin. You guys remember that old cartoon? I forget how the music went. Dun, 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 dun. No, that was Indiana Jones. Dun, 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 dun. No, that's Indiana Jones again. I can't think of it. He had a little dog, Snowy. Oh, such a cute little puppy. But anyway, I think he was German too. Rühl, he's just not winning in the back shots. Nor is he winning in the conditioning department. Nick's level of condition is maybe a month, 2 months ahead of Rühl's. But Rühl, he wanted to come in there big, and he loved to have a cookie or two. I'm sure Dennis Wolf was the same way. They had cookies. The German cookies, they're famous for it. Here is the abs and thigh. Wow. Interesting. Both of these guys have and I don't want to be mean, but it's a pot belly full of six-pack. It's a gut of six-pack. It's a big midsection, but it's still ripped. Is that Palumboism? Is that... I don't know. I don't want to be rude to Dave Palumbo either. Dave's the man. We like Dave here at Marks Max Muscle. Don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Here is the most muscular... See, sucking up to Dave Palumbo, and he doesn't even watch my videos. The sheer width of this Markus Rühl. But you know what? There was guys that were along the same lines as your neck walkers that were defeating this Markus Rühl. And I think the condition... Oh, here's another most muscular. And there's those pots again. Big old cassacies. Double order of chicken plus slaw. And potato wedges. Crispy. But that ain't gonna get you crispy condition, rather. Look at the size of the delts. Now, as I was saying, before I veered off, oh, for goodness sakes. You're gonna hit us with the third most muscular. Now, as I was saying before I was cut off twice, Markus Rühl, he would often lose to guys with the same type of stature. Say, Gustavo Badal. He's along the same lines as a Nick Walker. And I'm sure you guys are waiting for that Gustavo Badal versus Nick Walker comparison. I will be pulling that off at one point in time, but not today. But anyway, yes, if he loses to those guys, would he not lose to Nick Walker? I think it's the condition, perhaps. And it bugged us as fans. We look at these shots, guys, and there's just no way, there's no answer to explain how Nick Walker is beating Markus Rühl. So, of course, guys, for just a fan, yeah, Markus Rühl is destroying Nick, the beast, the mutate, the mutant Walker. But in an actual competition, Walker would probably get the win, guys, as much as it bugs us. But, like I explained, Rühl would often lose to littler guys with better condition. Victor Martinez, things of that nature. Of course, Victor had better lines than Walker, so you never know. You never know. I still think Markus Rühl, he's dominating too much to have condition win it over for Nick Walker, considering it's a pitcher comparison, guys. Pitcher comparisons do not tell the whole story. They're just for fun. And hopefully this little outro that I wrote just for you guys and gals and everybody in between makes it just that much more fun. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Physical fate, nice, sweet, fantastic.